Hello everyone, welcome back to Minute on the Mountain. It is the first time I've been out in God's creation, really doing anything fun or anything outdoorsy in a long time. I think the last time I've been out is when Caleb and I went rabbit hunting back on February 11th, I believe it was. It's March 18th. It's been over a month. We've just had snow, and more snow, and our family's been super busy with family things. I'm going out to do a little fishing today on the Blacksmith Fork River. Water levels are starting to come up. We're getting a little bit of melt off. Kind of flip this around and show you. I do have my snowshoes on because there's a lot of snow up here. We're gonna tromp over the top of it, see if we can get down on the river, and hopefully the next time I see you, we are catching some fish. Well, first cast of the day. First time to get out, and I put it right in the tree. Hope that's not a sign of things to come for the day. We got it out. Little brown guys, man, he is skinny. He has not been getting anything to eat this winter. I'm gonna get down lower so I can get my hands wet before I take him off. Wow, what a skinny fish. There he is. That is one skinny brown. First trout of 2023 though. Holy cow, he's skinny. There he goes. Well guys, that's a wrap. I only caught the one fish. This is going to be a short video. There's just not much to show you. It's just still too hard to get down to the water. And even with those snowshoes, I went in up to my hip like twice. I wrenched my ankle pretty good on one of them. And yeah, I just didn't have a good attitude today. I was kind of whining and complaining like a little 3-year-old kid. So sorry God for not just being grateful that I have my health to get out and enjoy your creation. A lot of people would trade places with me just to be able to get out and do this. Anyway, so I need to I need to keep that in mind. Just caught the one fish, had one other on. It bit. I saw him hit it. I could feel the tug for a second, but I lost him. He was only on for maybe a second, maybe 2 seconds. And then that was it. Didn't even really have any other follows or anything. It was pretty slow. But at least we had to get out. The sun's shining. It's beautiful. I saw probably 50 head of deer on the drive up and about 15 to 20 head of elk. And I should see even more on the drive out because it's later in the day. So I'll probably do the Minute on the Mountain from home. I'll see how much footage I'm going to put in this. It's going to be pretty short. Thanks so much for coming along, guys. God bless you. We'll see you the next time right on the mountain. All right, everybody, time to wrap this up with the channel shout out and the Minute on the Mountain. The channel I want to shout out is Indian Hemlock. He's at about 983, I think, subscribers when I looked a minute ago. Great channel. He's got some great outdoor videos. I'd love to see him go over 1,000, so do me a favor. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. Go check him out. If you like his content, give him that sub and tell him Minute on the Mountain sent you. That would be awesome if we could help him get over 1,000. The Minute on the Mountain today comes from the book of Daniel. That's where we are on our tour of the Bible. A lot of really cool stories in the book of Daniel that I like. And I'm going to focus on Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. If you grew up in the church or grew up going to vacation Bible school, probably a story that you're familiar with. It's in Daniel chapter 3. So King Nebuchadnezzar had had this statue built, a golden statue, and everybody was commanded to bow down and worship it when certain instruments played. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego wouldn't do it, so they get brought before the king. And he says, "Is this true? Do you guys refuse to bow down and worship? I'm going to have you thrown into the fiery furnace, and then who's going to be able to save you?" And they replied, beginning in verse 16, it says, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to him, 'King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold that you have set up.'" And I love that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego realized they didn't know God's will in the situation. They knew for a fact that God was powerful enough to protect them, God was powerful enough to defend them, but they didn't presume to know God's will. So they were saying, look, even if God chooses not to save us from the furnace, we're not going to bow down to your image, because there is only one true God. So I don't know what you're dealing with right now, whether it's a health issue, a financial issue, a relationship issue. I know that God is powerful enough to bring healing in any of those situations, but I don't know what his will is for your life. So I would just encourage you to submit to him, whether he chooses to bring the solution that you're seeking or not, because he is good and because he is worthy. So that's the Minute on the Mountain for today. Thanks so much for coming along, guys. Hopefully we'll get some more of this snow to melt so that we can get back out on the river and get some more fish going. But it was good to catch the first trout of the year for sure. God bless you guys. We'll see you the next time we're out on the mountain.